This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Today we put this demonstration on, kind of a small tech show for soil moisture probes. We feel that there's so many out there right now that is going to give a farmer an opportunity to view which probe will best fit his farm to manage and conserve a little bit of water in a future growing season. We're just putting together the tech farms and hopefully more people start coming to them. It's hard, you know, guys are busy. It's hard to get full away from your job or your work with what you're doing on the farm. But just keep further demonstrating. And I guess the key is going to be the data gathering information. It's really going to take data to show, you know, we can reduce this and still have a profitable margin on the farm.
I'm a farmer, producer locally in Liberal, Kansas, farms all around Liberal. Been there my whole life. Grow mostly corn, a little bit of alfalfa, wheat, and every once in a while potatoes. The technology farm that we're planning has a wide variety of aspects to it. Initially, my whole entire farm is an experiment right now. One of the things that we're most focused on is trying to eliminate wheel track issues. A lot of the problems we have are when we shut a sprinkler off, say we get a large rain, and trying to get those machines started back up. Sometimes they'll take half a day or a day to get those unstuck. And these large farms have quite a few pivots, and if you have a large percentage of those stuck, you're risking that crop on some of those fields that you get to at the last minute. And we're trying to eliminate that so that we can be more efficient with being able to shut our sprinklers off when we need to and be able to start those back up.
In the last 10 years, in our area where we farm, Ogallala has dropped about 70 feet. You know, last year we had adequate rainfall, over 20 inches. We had surface water, and we still dropped 2 foot in some areas. So, you know, we're going to have to find a solution to lessen the decrease every year from pumping of the Ogallala.
One of the things that we are going to have soil probes on our farm, and one of the things that we plan on doing with that is being more efficient with our water. When the soil or when the crop actually tells us it's time that we need to water, we want to be there and have the water accessible to that crop. And we also want to be able to shut that sprinkler off when necessary. There's other technologies that we're trying as well. And we've got a wide variety of probes, other sensing technology for the crops themselves, and trying to manage our wheel tracks are basically the two main operations that we're going to try to accomplish with our tech farm.
I'm hoping where this will go down the road for water conservation is that just for the future generations that are coming back here to western Kansas, we do got the ability to further the Ogallala, and we got the technology. We just have to implement it. It's going to have to be kind of a united team deal to do it, and so trying to get everybody to do it. Everybody's willing. It just takes time to get the message out.
Well, we've already started some of our wheel track mitigation right now, and we are planning on here in the next 30 days probably having some of the sensing technology for the crops themselves, and have some of these water probes put in place. So here within the next 30 days, hopefully we'll have this technology farm at least started in operation, but maybe not technically on paper, but it has already begun.
I guess it would come back to boots on the ground. You know, we're the ones turning the pivot on, we're the ones shutting it off, and if we can save a couple inches up front of the growing season and then maybe turn the pivot off at the end, maybe a couple more, it's going to be upon us, our responsibility.
I can tell you that being self-regulated, in my opinion, is by far the better way to go. When we control our own destiny, we have a better chance of doing more things with our water than what we would be if we were regulated.
It's time, the Great Bend Farm and Ranch Expo, April 5th, 6th, and 7th in Great Bend, Kansas. 700 booths filled over 80 acres of exhibits. Dale Brisby the 6th and 7th at 1 o'clock, sponsored by American State Bank. Find all your livestock equipment needs, precision tillage equipment at the Great Bend Farm and Ranch Expo. Free admission, free parking.